Coming from Bloomsburg University, this is NBS 39 News. With your anchors, Nadine DeJesus, Caitlin Doyle, Connell Smith, Brian Ortiz, and your local weatherman, Hurricane Hunts.
Your NBS News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to NBS 39 News. I'm Caitlin Doyle.
And I'm Nadine DeJesus. We start off our broadcast with our field reporter, Keely Cahill, with the latest on the search for a new university president.
Thanks, Nadine. I'm here inside Carver Hall, which is buzzing with activity as Bloomsburg University searches for its new president. Late last year, our current president, David Soltz, announced his decision to retire effective June 30th, 2017, after his 9-year leadership position here at Bloomsburg. Throughout the academic year, the Council of Trustees, as well as the Presidential Search Committee, have been researching and interviewing dozens of possible candidates to fill the position and have finally narrowed down the list to 4. These 4 candidates have all visited the campus over the past 2 weeks and have also each held their own open forums where community members, faculty, and students alike were encouraged to attend. The Presidential Search Committee is highly interested in the input of Bloomsburg community members as the committee determines which 2 candidates they will advance to the Council of Trustees for final approval. Feedback from the community will be accepted for each potential candidate until 4:30 p.m. on April 20th, 2017. A final decision is expected to come within the next few weeks as May commencement ceremony and the end of the academic term is fast approaching. We here at NBS 39 News would like to extend a special thank you to Dr. Soltz for his years of service to the university and a congratulations on a well-deserved retirement. For NBS 39 News, I'm Keely Cahill.
Thank you, Keely, for that update. A water main break Sunday leaves Light Street Road shut down. A thick stream of water took with it rock debris down as far as the Bloomsburg Diner. The leak was discovered around 1 p.m. Hugh Gross, Bloomsburg Rescue Chief, arrived to help alleviate the street of debris until about 3 p.m. when a siren from the firehouse sounded. The call explained that a fire might be happening at the Phi Sigma Sigma house. Since the landlord had not yet arrived, the Bloomsburg Police Department responded quickly by entering the basement to make sure residents were not in harm's way. Once inside, 2 feet of water had filled the basement, but no fire was found. No one was hurt in the process.
A California elementary school found itself targeted in what is now being labeled as a murder-suicide. On Monday, a shooter who has now been identified as Cedric Anderson, spouse of Karen Elaine Smith, opened fire on North Park Elementary School. Smith, a special education teacher, was at the school when her husband signed into the front desk saying that he had something to drop off for his wife. Upon entering the classroom, he began to open fire, shooting both his wife and 2 students who were standing directly behind her before eventually killing himself. Both Anderson and his wife, along with one of the students, died, leaving the other student in stable condition at a nearby hospital. It has been reported that Anderson and Smith were not married for very long before this incident, and the chief of police, Jared Bergen, stated that Anderson does have a criminal history, along with 2 restraining orders filed against him by other women. A prayer vigil was held Monday night at the San Bernardino Church, and as of now, North Park Elementary School will be closed for the next few days.
Now let's toss it to Rachel with the new segment called Faker Than Fake.
Thanks, guys. Hello, all, and welcome to a segment I like to call Faker Than Fake News, where you, the viewer, decide whether these stories are true or just stories that I made up. Let's get started. American teen Carter Wilkson reached out to the official Wendy's Twitter account asking for a free year of supply of chicken nuggets. Wendy's responded by saying he would have to reach 18 million retweets to achieve this prize. As of today, the tweet has racked up 3.2 million retweets. So, is this true or false? It is true. It's 2017 and nothing makes sense and you can basically do whatever you want. This is a good life lesson. If you want to get free stuff, just reach out to a corporation on social media. It works. Next, a family in a small Wisconsin town suffered a robbery in their home last week. The suspects were tall, wearing tank tops and red beanie hats. With further police investigation, it is now believed that those were not career criminals, but in fact the alternative music duo 21 Pilots. False. However, if I am right about this, in 20 years, all of you owe me $50. A local woman finds a dead spider in her salad at a local Wendy's last week. When asked about the incident, the woman said she was gravely upset. However, she finished with, and I quote, "Those Frosties keep me a loyal chick." Wendy's was unable to be reached for comment. True or false? This is actually true because it happened to me, and I stand by my statement saying that those Frosties will always keep me loyal. This week, President Donald Trump sat down for an interview with Vanity Fair to discuss fashion and politics. At the end of the interview, he was asked by the editor-in-chief who his favorite first lady was, other than his own. He was quoted by saying, "Well, it would have to be Jackie. Funny, classy, and really knows how to smoke a cigar." It wasn't until a few minutes later that President Trump misunderstood the entire question. He was actually referring to the beloved and treasured baseball icon, Jackie Robinson, and not the former First Lady, Jackie Kennedy Onassis. Again, this is a false story, but who knows, it could be true within 3 weeks. It could be. Who knows? Well, that's all I have today for our first and final episode of Faker Than Fake News. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Rachel, for that interesting segment. Now let's toss it over to Hurricane Haas for a look at the weather.
Thanks, Nadine and Caitlin. And once again, welcome back to another Hurricane Haas weather update. We're finally seeing spring's true colors show with this beautiful weather going on. Yesterday started us off with an undeniably hot and sunny day reaching almost 70 degrees. We are seeing a much more cloudy setting, but still with a high of 63 degrees. I can't complain. Which brings us to tomorrow's, where conditions are just about the same with a slight bit more wind. Now on to Thursday and Friday, where there's a possibility of around 50% chance of AM showers and occasional late night rainfall. Saturday brings us to a partly cloudy forecast and a high of 62, which leaves us with Sunday, where we should expect to see once again AM showers. Besides the occasional rain here and there throughout the week, we have some amazing conditions in store. Hopefully everyone gets outside to enjoy this beautiful weather nature has in store for us. I know I will be. Back to you.
Thanks, Todd, for that weather update. So glad to see spring is finally here after a very rough winter.
From all the seniors here at NBS 39 News,
That's a wrap.